If you follow this channel, you know that our family loves long hikes. We always do a lot of research and planning before those hikes so that we can be prepared. But recently, we went on a backpacking trip without any planning. It was right after our move from Boston to Salt Lake City, and our furniture were delayed by a couple days. We really want to spend those couple days in the mountains. Despite not having all of the gears or done any research about the trail, we packed our bags and drove to Wind River Range. Because we haven't hiked for a while and out of shape, we chose the easy trail to hike.
24 miles and 4,000 elevation, but we're gonna do it in 4 days, so it should be easy.
And it felt really good to be on the trail again, but quickly we ran into our first problem, mosquitoes. We didn't have any mosquito repellent. Only thing we could do is to keep going, because every time we stop, there'll be like tens if not hundreds of mosquitoes trying to land on us. Just as we were thinking that this unplanned hike was a bad idea, the terrain opened up. A meadow showed up with mountain at the far end, and the yellow flowers carpeted the floor of the meadow.
Look at the view. I've been feeling stressed and tired for the last month because of the move, and this is the best I've felt in the last 2 months. Hearing the wind and the river, there's no better feeling. I just feel energy flow through me that I haven't felt for weeks. This is heaven.
We hiked through more meadows and lakes and reached the first major lake just at the lunchtime.
Aaron, how was the lunch at my private lake?
Good.
You like my private lake?
Yeah, it's Dad's lake.
Easily the best lunch I've had for a while at my private lake.
We passed through more lakes. They're all beautiful. The trail keeps climbing up the elevation, and we are getting closer to the mountain range. And the scenery getting more and more grand. In the mid-afternoon, we ran into our second problem, river crossing. It was still early in the hiking season. There's a lot of snow melting on high elevation.
This river is too deep and it's freezing. I'm gonna transport the kids. That was cold. Okay, after 12 miles, we get to our campsite. It's pretty nice. You want to see it? You're ready? Da 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 da.
Easy decision to camp here because this was one of the most beautiful campsites we've ever been. We cook up a meal and had a dinner at these beautiful places, watching lights changing color on the mountain range. Then something happened.
Aaron, how's your wound?
It's good.
It's good now? You had a quiet adventure, right, today?
Yeah.
One of the little monkey bumped his head. Hopefully you don't have concussion. What's 5 times 17?
I don't know.
Oh, you have concussion.
It's 85.
Luckily, Aaron seems to be okay. The treatment, the bleeding stopped, and we all watched the sunset, one of the most beautiful sunsets.
Aaron, how was the head?
It was okay.
How do you feel now? Is it still hurting?
No, it's just cold.
That's good. It's now 6 o'clock in the morning, and last night our legs were super sore, so it took a while for us to get to bed. But once we fall asleep, it was good resting. And I know this is a sunset location, but the sunrise is equally beautiful. We're ready to move again. Today's goal is to go around those tall mountains, go to the other side, and maybe hike a little bit more. We hiked 12 miles yesterday and definitely don't need to hike 12 today.
Then here comes the third challenge, snowfield. We definitely were not prepared for this because our shoes were not waterproof. As we're crossing the snow, which is soft and half melted, we often stock our feet under the snow, and by the time we cross it all, our feet were wet and freezing. But luckily the air temperature is pretty high and we have spare socks, so that kept us going. The next challenge, crossing the very steep Texas Pass.
After a long hike on the snowy trail, we're ready to hike up Texas Pass.
Which is very steep up there. Loose rock, 60-degree angle. Not gonna be a walk in the park.
So much loose gravel.
Texas Pass, Aaron. We did it.
Let's go.
Did it. Texas Pass. That was a gnarly one. You did it. That was a steep one, right?
Yeah.
It's a nice spot for snack.
After a good break, we're finally going down. I hope it's not as steep as we went up, so.
There's snow right away.
The front side of Cirque of Tower is equally stunning, with tall peaks everywhere. We don't know where to look at. After a couple of beautiful miles, we dropped down to Longshan Lake, which we took a very deserved rest there.
So this is Longshan Lake. It's right under the Cirque of Towers, a premier spot for the sunrise shot.
As we hike up the next mountain pass, Ariel started to have altitude sickness. It was really hard for her to breathe. So I decided to do the second thing on this trip that will win me some vote for the Father of the Year.
We just come from here and we're at Jackass Pass. Good job, Aaron.
We're gonna get demonetized.
Jackass Pass. Yeah.
After Jackass Pass, we hiked through Arrowhead Lake, which required us walking through a big piece of floating ice, which is sketchy. We learned that the route we chose was a climber's route, and there was a much easier, safer route.
This is Big Sandy Lake, a beautiful lake where we're gonna camp tonight. Our campsite, we only have hike about 7 miles today, but the vert is more than twice as yesterday. We have some steep incline. We hike on loose gravels, big rocks, and snow, ice. It's a much tougher day today than yesterday. The last straw was as we hike past the North Lake, we were expecting downhill, but there was uphill. So that defeated all of us. Tanya, you're tired? You're tired. Are you tired?
No.
No. You're flexing.
We light up a big campfire, which turned out to be super effective against mosquitoes. So surrounding the fire, we watched the beautiful sunset and we went to bed.
Last night, I think I had the best sleep in a while. We were so exhausted and I passed out right away. The next time when I wake up, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning and the sun was rising. That feeling was beautiful. Physically exhausted, but feel very good now. Today we have about 5 miles to go. This is literally sleep until the sun shines on you. Sleeping is your superpower, Yi. Hello?
Because we hiked so much in the first 2 days, we only had 5 miles left for the third day. And it was all downhill with good footing. Hiking on those easy trails feel like a meditation exercise. My mind was clear. Thinking about this hike, my muscle was still aching and I can still feel the mosquito bites on my back. But I'm super relaxed.
We did it! Yeah!
Yay!
Yeah! Aaron, we did it!
Yes, sir.
Good hike?
Yes.
Tanya, we did it! Ah, she doesn't want to go back to the car.
Despite having so many accidents and hiccups on this hike, I really enjoy this unplanned backpacking trip. Not knowing what I will see, not knowing what the situation we will be in, added a sense of adventure and enhanced the experience for sure. We'll be back at the Wind River Range, hopefully not after a long time.